Welcome to the Answers for Elders radio show. Meet the trusted experts who will give you straight answers and will help guide you on the path of later life care. Now, here's your host, founder, caregiver, and CEO, Suzanne Newman.
And welcome back, everyone, to Answers for Elders Radio Network. And I am here with Bob Carlson, founder and CEO of Retirement Watch, and that's retirementwatch.com. And Bob, you have a book, you have a newsletter, everything like that. So if you go to his newsletter, you're going to find a lot of just amazing information. And if you're thinking about retirement, now's the time to start looking into these things. And obviously, Bob, we're really glad you're with us. I am going to ask you a question. If you had one or two things to tell people about retirement planning, what would they be?
Yeah, well, one factor almost everyone overlooks is, I focus on retirement finances in my newsletter and my books, but that's really not the most important part of retirement planning. The most important part is the non-financial aspect of retirement. And this is where many people fail, or at least fail initially. You have all this time you used to spend working, and you have to fill it. Also, many people don't realize when they leave work, they're going to lose some things. Most people, when they retire, they think, well, I'm not going to have to do this, and I'm not going to have to do that. But they forget they lose regular social contacts that they were having. Many lose a sense of purpose, a sense of identity,
right?
Things of that nature. And even people who are very well set financially in retirement have unsuccessful retirements because they don't replace these non-financial things, and they end up depressed. You look at the data, and 65 and olders have higher incidences of depression, substance abuse, all these things that come from not having social contacts, not having a sense of purpose,
and it's
not having activities you're going to do on a regular basis.
It's interesting too. There are more businesses now started by those over 65 than ever before. I think a lot of people are looking for that, doing that career that they've always wanted to do. They wanted to start a business before the end of their life. I suppose you a lot about that.
Yeah, and it's good and it's bad. It's good because it lets people have a sense of purpose, gives them something they've always wanted to do. It can be bad because if you don't do it right, it's one of the things that really derails retirement financing. So you have to, if you're going to set up a business in retirement, you have to do it in such a way that you insulate your retirement fund from it.
Absolutely.
You don't want to take on a lot of debt. You don't want to be taking money out of your retirement funds to be putting into the business. So you have to be careful if you're going to go down that route.
And then obviously, what's the second thing?
Well, it's something we touched on before, but I'm going to repeat it because it's so important. And that's that many people get life expectancy wrong. You really need to bet or count on longevity. You might have an average life expectancy, as we said, of the late 70s, but that means half of your age group are going to live longer than that.
Absolutely.
Some are going to live substantially longer, and your average married couple who are age 65 today, there's at least a 25% chance that one of them is going to live beyond age 90.
Wow.
So you need to count on that in your finances. And really that life expectancy is increasing each year because of all the medical advances, all the ways we learn to take care of people who had diseases that previously would kill them. Now we can manage a lot of those, and people can just live longer and longer. So you need to have that incorporated in your retirement plan, unless you have some good reason to think you're not going to live to average life expectancy.
Right. And I think too, again, there's no cookie cutter solutions. Every family in the US is different. Every financial situation is different. And I think I'm just going to add that a lot of people, if they're living paycheck to paycheck or anything like that, they think that they don't need a financial advisor. And I think that's a mistake as well. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Yeah, these surveys of retirees show that those who have some kind of financial advisors, they feel more secure, they're more comfortable, they have a better handle on their retirement finances. People who don't have a financial advisor in retirement underestimate their retirement spending by a significant amount.
Right.
So they really don't know how much they're spending and how much they're going to need in their retirement fund.
And to go to retirementwatch.com, tell us a little bit about what they'll learn when they get there.
Well, we have a lot of free stuff there, articles from past issues to give you a sample of what you're going to learn in retirement if you become a subscriber. Also, there's usually some kind of special deal for people. You'll learn more about me and my background. You'll learn about my book called Retirement Watch, The Essential Guide to Retiring in the 2020s. So there's really quite a lot of free stuff there for people who are interested, and that'll give you an idea of what we do in the newsletter and what my background is, and help you decide to become a subscriber.
Fabulous. And everyone, Bob and I, we're going to be right back and talk about basic steps that anyone can take right now, right after this. We at Answers for Elders thank you for listening. Did you know that you can discover hundreds of podcasts in our library on senior care? So visit our website and discover our decision guides that will help you also navigate decision making. Find us at answersforelders.com.